Hello and welcome to Pandora. In today's video, we'll see the discovery task for Amazon Web Services RDS, how to configure it step by step, and check the results obtained in your Pandora console. The first thing to do before starting with task configuration is to have the necessary AWS credentials registered in the console. For that, go to Management Configuration Credential Store. Click Add Key and specify an identifier for the key that you will save, a group, the product, which in this case will be AWS, and then add the ID of the access key and secret access key. Once saved, continue with the creation of the discovery task. Also take into account that the disco file must be uploaded with the RDS-based configuration in order to create it. By default, the RDS package comes with the installation or update of Pandora to the version where the new Discovery 2.0 system is included. But if it does not have it, it will be necessary to upload the file from the Managed Discovery Packages view. This process is shown in the video on how to update a disco file, as the process is the same. Once you make sure you have it to create the task, go to Discovery Cloud Amazon RDS. Open the task creation form and specify the name that this task will have, a description, the Pandora server that will execute this task, a group it will belong to, an execution interval depending on whether you want it to be manual or automatic, and the timeout for execution. In the next step, indicate the AWS credentials that you will use, which will be the ones you saved and that you saw how to do it from the credential store. Indicate a maximum number of threads, which is 1 by default. This can help you optimize the execution time, being able to configure multiple threads to monitor task agents. Although you must bear in mind that configuring multiple threads may increase the CPU use of the task. You may also optionally enable the use of proxy. In addition, specify the IP address and port of the Tentacle server along with extra option. You may also enable or not the option to add global statistics to the agent that will be created with the execution of the task and indicate an agent name for the statistics, which in case of being empty, will use the default agent name for applications. Click Next and wait a few seconds, since at this point it will perform a brief scan on the RDS environment of your AWS to later indicate all the areas that you have available, as well as in which ones you have existing database instances. If you don't have any instances, this view will look like the one you see on screen. In our case, there's a couple of database instances in the EUS1 and US East 1 areas. Select the ones that you want to be the target in the task execution and click Next. In this step, you'll see the options to enable scanning and journal monitoring, where if you enable it, you may choose to show summary of CPU, I/O piece, disk, and network performance. Next, click on Complete Configuration and you will have finished the setup for the RDS task. Once the configuration is finished, go to the task list view where you may see the task you just created in the Cloud Tasks section. Then, depending on the type of execution interval that you indicated, it will be executed automatically or click Force to run the task manually. Once the execution is finished, you may see with the view the summary icon in the operations column, the result in the form of a summary of instance agents, zone agents, and total agents created by the task. If you access the Agents view in Resources Manage Agents, you may see these new agents. You see how there's an agent called AWS RDS, other agents with zone names, and the last one that has the name of RDS database instance as its name. If you access to view these agents, you may see the models created as well as additional data such as the type of instance, its IP address, etc. in the case of looking at the data of the created instance agent. And that was it for today's video. Don't forget it, if you liked the video, smile, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Any suggestions, questions or ideas, please leave them in the comments below. Remember that if you're interested in trying Pandora Enterprise, you may contact us to get a free 30-day trial. Thank you very much for your time and we hope to see you on social media and in future learning videos.